Hello friends, today we are going to start Geography Chapter 1 Resource and Development. This is very important chapter from examination point of view. This notes is totally based on NCERT new syllabus. So we will going to start. Here I write a very important thought that also include in chapter after. It is saying that there is enough for everyone's need and not for anybody's greed. This is said by Mahatma Gandhi. He said that there is enough for everyone's need and not for anybody's greed. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि इस धरती पे इस दुनिया में हमारे ज़रूरतों की हर समान चीज़ है, लेकिन यदि हम चाहें कि हम उससे अपनी इच्छाओं को पूरा कर लें तो यह संभव नहीं है. दिस इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल in any way. So here we get only our needs, not we fulfill our greeds. If we want to fulfill our greeds, then we have to scratch anyone needs. Okay, so let's start chapter. Here, as you know that I mentioned above that this chapter name is resource and development. So first we start with the definition of resources. So resources, everything available in an environment which can be used to satisfy our needs, provided it is technologically accessible, economically feasible, and culturally acceptable, can be termed as resources. It means that हमारे धरती पे या पर्यावरण में जो भी चीज़ें मौजूद हैं, जो भी चीज़ें अवेलेबल हैं, वह हमारे सेटिस्फाई मतलब हमारे ज़रूरतों को पूरा करें, और वह हमारे पास जो भी टेक्नोलॉजी है उसके द्वारा हमको मिल जाए, और हमारे इकोनॉमिक सिचुएशन के अकॉर्डिंग वो हमको आसानी से मिल जाए, और जो हमारा सोसाइटी है, जो हमारा कल्चर है, उसको ईज़िली एक्सेप्ट कर ले. देन इट इज़ टर्म्ड एज अ रिसोर्सेज. अंडरस्टैंड ऑल? आई होप दैट यू अंडरस्टैंड इट. ओके, लेट्स स्टार्ट. हियर वी learn about types of resources. Resources are firstly divided into two parts, natural and human. Further, natural resources also divided into renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Next, renewable resources further divided into continuous and biological resources. Further, biological resources divided into natural vegetation and wildlife. And we further move to non-renewable resources. Then it divided into recyclable resources and non-recyclable resources. Then we goes to second part of resources, human resources. It is divided into two parts, structure and institution, quantity and quality. Okay, understand or not? I hope that you understand. Now here we start a real study of the resources. So ever we study about types of resources, now we study about classification of resources. So here we classify resources on the four bases. First, on the basis of origin. Second, on the basis of exhaustibility. Third, on the basis of ownership. And fourth, on the basis of status of development. So on the basis of origin, resources are divided into biotic and abiotic resources. B. On the basis of exhaustibility, resources are divided into renewable and non-renewable resources. On the basis of ownership, resources are divided into individual and community, national and international resources. On the basis of status of development, resources are divided into potential, developed, stock and reserve. So let's now we start a deep study about the resources on their basis. So we start with first, on the basis of origin. As I tell you that on the basis of origin, resources are divided into biotic resources and abiotic resources. Biotic resources, those resources that we obtain from biosphere. Biosphere means that they are present earlier in the environment. This is not created by human being. Example, already human beings, flora and fauna and fisheries. Now abiotic resources. In abiotic resources, it is a composed of non-living things. It means that they are also not created by human beings, but they are non-living things as compared to biotic resources. Example, rocks and metals. On the basis of exhaustibility, resources are divided into renewable resource and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources, those resources that can be renewed and reproduced by chemical, physical or mechanical processes. It means that कोई भी रिसोर्स हो, एनी रिसोर्स जो कि किसी केमिकल या फिजिकल या मैकेनिकल प्रोसेस द्वारा दोबारा से बनाया जा सके, या फिर इसको हम एक बार यूज कर लिए और दोबारा इसको से फिर से यूज़ कर सकते हैं, ऐसे रिसोर्स को हम लोग रीन्यूएबल रिसोर्स कहते हैं, या फिर रिप्लेसनेबल रिसोर्स भी कह सकते हैं उनको। एग्जांपल देखते हैं, सोलर एनर्जी, विंड एनर्जी, वाटर, फॉरेस्ट, वाइल्ड लाइफ। सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट एग्जांपल यहाँ पे वाटर देखते हैं। आप अपने डेली लाइफ में देखते हैं, एज यू कैन सी इन योर डेली लाइफ दैट वी डेली यूज वाटर एंड thou it not get exhausted. It means that it's renewed daily, so it's included in renewable resources. Then it's also one criteria is it can be divided into continuous or flow resources. It means that we have read earlier.